Hello, everyone. Let's take a look at, so this is specifically for my fall 2023 AIM course. There have been a lot of questions about numbers 8 and 9 in sections 1.2, or section 1.2. These are the two questions in which we have to solve for the variable by multiplying each term by the LCD. So we will look at number 8 and number 9. So the LCD, not factors, but the common denominator of 3, 10, and 6 is 30. You can watch the videos on finding the LCD if you need to, but you could also just list out the multiples. But 10 is not divisible by 3, 20 is not divisible by 3, but 30 is divisible by 3, 6, and 10. And so as we multiply both sides by 30, we will clear the denominators. Each term will divide down, and there will no longer be a fraction. There are a lot of ways we can do this. You can use the calculator. Just don't forget to attach the A. But we could do 30 times, on a TI-83, I put my fractions in parentheses, 4/3, and we'll get 40. So we get 40A. 30 times -5 is just -150. Again, there are a lot of ways we can multiply the LCD to each term. Again, you can use the calculator. For a problem like this, using the calculator works just fine. And to be honest, the question on the test will kind of look like this. So we can do 30 times 11 divided by 10. We get 33. So we get 33A. And 30 times 5/6, we get a positive 25. So everything cleared out. No more fractions. That's why we multiply everything by the LCD. So, and now we're just solving a basic equation. Subtract 33A from both sides. Get 7A minus 150 equals 25. We add 150 to both sides, so that 7A equals 175. And we divide both sides by 7. So that A equals 25. So I went pretty quickly through the just solving the equation part, but the main thing we need to understand is we multiply each term by the LCD, which will clear out the fractions, and then you just solve. So here we can use the calculator, and it works just fine. But on number 9, which, again, you won't really see on the test, but you do see in Alex. So if you want to get full credit on the homework here to show work on number 9, let's take a look at this example. And the fact that we have binomials in the numerators means that we're going to have to work this out a little bit differently. So the least common denominator for 5, 8, and 4 is 40. So we multiply each term by 40. And Alex, I think they just show it like this with parentheses, and then we multiply each term by 40. So we can think about it as 40 over 1, and we're going to multiply this to each term. We have a 2x minus 4 over 5. And this is where we use the diagonal simplification, that factoring. 40 and 5 are both divisible. Let's see if this pen works. Are both divisible by 5. So 5 or 40 divided by 5 becomes 8. This becomes just a 1. So for our first term, as we multiply fractions, it's just top times the top over bottom times the bottom. And the denominators are now just 1. So it's 8 times 2x minus 4. And we distribute to get 16x minus 32. So we'll do the same thing for 40 times 4 minus 7x over 8. Here, using the LCD, we just divide each term here by the denominator we see of 8. 40 divided by 8 becomes 5. 8 divided by 8 becomes 1. So again, the denominators go away. We are left with 5 times 4 minus 7x. Now, if your question has a minus sign, think about it as, in this case, it would be a negative 5, and distribute the distribute the negative along in this step. But here we have a plus sign, so it's a positive 5 times 4 to give us a plus 20. 5 times negative 7x is negative 35x. Carry the equal sign. And now we have 40 times 3 minus 4x over 4. We divide the the denominator, divide by 4 diagonally here, so that this becomes a 1. 40 divided by 4 becomes 10. So we have a 10 times 3 minus 4x. Oh, I should have done that up here. Oh, well. So distribute, and we will get 30 minus 40x. And then we can combine like terms right here. So 16x minus 35x gives us a negative 19x. And negative 32 plus 20 gives us a minus 12. We're kind of oddly spaced at this step, but this is where we're at. And now we're just solving for x. So I like to get the x on the left side. So add 40x to both sides. And we get a positive 21x. And I'll just bring in the minus 12 equals 30. Add 12 to both sides. So that 21x equals 42. And finally, we divide out the coefficient. So those are the fraction problems. I hope that helps. Let me know if you have any questions.